And joining us in studio this morning from the American Legion Post 61 family, Commander Stephen Lee, and I always want to mess it up, but Auxiliary President Jenn with us as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ow. I keep wanting to say Commander, but I know it's not. So
No.
It's I gotta
President.
remember not to do that. So.
El Presidente.
El Jefe. I like. Let's go with Jefe.
Okay. You could do that.
I suppose.
She's El Jefe of both the unit and the whole district.
There you go.
Yeah, I was recently elected.
That's a lot of Jefe.
Yeah. It's a little scary, but it's fun too.
Good deal.
Well, she's like the president of the 5 posts, basically.
Units.
So
Okay, whatever.
So yeah, your job got a little busier here. Yeah, she got
a promotion.
she got a
I
promotion
suppose,
to
yeah. You could look at it that way.
higher district level here. So
That's
good.
because she showed up to a meeting.
Yeah, it's true.
That's half the battle. Sometimes you show up and you're
See,
put
but
in
if you
charge.
tell people that, they won't show up to our meetings. So
I know.
True.
I know.
Keep that on the
Mike
deal.
showed up to our meeting and he wouldn't take anything other than Sergeant at Arms. So. But I still need your minutes, man.
All right, I got the stuff right here. I just got to sit down and write it.
Okay.
Now that sports is over, that does help a little bit.
Oh,
so.
good. Good.
But, of course, American Legion Post 61 family, we got a lot going on. Love to invite folks to be a part of some of our stuff. Of course, probably the most urgent thing will be Memorial Day weekend here.
For sure. Yeah, we're actually going to need help putting out flags on Saturday at Memory Lawn.
Okay. I know, like they said, the scouts are going to be out at South Park and ask for help.
Well, our Cubbies will.
And our
well,
Cubs
no,
get-
actually, they won't. They'll be out of town.
Right.
Okay. So, but we Post 61 and our family are looking for folks to help us do the same thing out at Memory Lawn Cemetery. So
Yeah,
South Park's they're gonna. So if you've got time, now they're getting underway at 7 at South Park Saturday. What time?
9.
9 o'clock. So maybe you can do both. Swing on by, 7 and help them out, and then hopefully enough hands are there and they get done by 9, and then you come on over to Memory Lawn. And,
Well, we only got 298 to put out.
yeah, they've got about
So it shouldn't
3,500.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. So.
Yeah. So.
And some of them we got to find. So,
Yeah.
Well, that's just it, and Memory Lawn has been our for American Legion Post 61's focus for the last year and a half, 2 years here, and we along with the community have gotten a lot done out there. So, and a big thank you to the community for that support and continued support with that,
It is very much needed, so we thank you.
and we'll continue to do so. With the weather getting warmer here, that means more work's going to be done, more grass cutting, more watering, more work down out there. So we're going to have more work days coming up throughout the summer here.
Right, our need for gasoline is going to shoot way up. And
If you'd like to make donations that
really
way.
appreciate all the monies that we received towards all that last year. But
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but we're going to need it all again this year.
Yeah,
because,
especially with $5 gallon gas or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. Even with a lawnmower, that's still a lot of money. So
Yes.
if you'd like to donate directly for Memory Lawn, you can do that through us. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
Sure, if you want to donate to American Legion Post 61, we can do that. But if you say, no, here's $100, I want it to go towards Memory Lawn, no problem. We can take care of that for you.
we maintain that fund
Yeah.
anyway. The American Legion does.
But it won't be used for any American Legion projects.
it would only be used
Just
for
Memory
Memory
Lawn.
Lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
We need gas or we need to buy equipment or whatever.
Yeah.
That's where or materials. That's where.
Well, yeah, anytime you donate to a nonprofit, especially like a NGO, like American Legion, we have certain programs that
Sure.
we have, and anything that's earmarked for any particular program has to be spent on that program. So
Just
if
like a
on the
government
memo
budget.
line you put Memory Lawn on there, it has to be spent at Memory Lawn in some form or fashion.
Perfect.
Yeah, like
And that's
when
Or Cub Scouts has to be spent on Cub Scouts.
yeah, or like when Reineke Medical donated to the Auxiliaries Charity
Yeah,
Bear
Charity
Project.
Bear Project.
They
right.
sponsored 50 bears.
They
Nice.
Yeah.
All of that money will go towards that.
Very good.
So
So
we finally got a hold of Alex Ross. I guess he's going to come out Thursday and
good. Do a
do
thing
it
Yeah,
for
apparently he's
all the
huge.
Charity Bears.
nice.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I've never been on TV before.
Me either.
So.
No,
Well, I've been on several times.
I have just by accident, but police blotter mostly.
Really?
Just kidding.
Nice.
After that third DUI, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
It pays to smile for your mugshot. Just saying,
Yeah.
it looks better on TV.
Well, it pays to know somebody they can airbrush their
That's
smiles
right.
in,
You give me like a bouffant hairdo?
No.
But yes, if you'd like to contribute, we'll earmark it specifically how you want it there.
Right.
But
Which segues into the fact that we just started our Cub Scout troop. Our first meeting will be Thursday.
Pack 61 is
Pack
official
61
now.
is online. Yeah.
So we're looking for Cub Scouts
And Scout leaders.
and Scout leaders, Den moms and dads to be a part of that. So.
Yeah. Currently, we only have 2. We have a Scout leader and we have a dead mother.
Awesome.
Apparently, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know.
I am sure Mom and Dad will figure it out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we just signed up 6 kids on Monday night.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We still have slots available.
Well, yeah,
We're
more the
doing
merrier.
boys and girls. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Boys
sons
girls.
and daughters.
Actually, it looks like mostly girls joined
so far, yeah.
so far.
Okay.
So.
And well, great. We want the more the merrier here. We want to get them, and this is they're going to grow together. So basically, the idea is Pack 61. These collective group of kids. I mean, obviously, we're going to add more, but we want to build that core, and then they kind of grow together. And so as they get older and more advanced into scouting, the pack will go with that. So at some point, this Cub Scout pack will turn into a Boy Scout troop.
At some
61
point,
Scout
yeah.
Troop 61
Right.
things like that. So that's the goal here. So we're looking for those Cub
Primarily,
Scout age
we're looking
children.
at 2nd through 4th graders, but we'll take 5th graders.
Okay.
And we'll take some 1st graders, but we'll probably accelerate the first graders into the 2nd grade class.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because that's kind of where we're at the moment with the manpower, woman power, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
At the moment. So that's where we're at. And American Legion is offering some discounts. So if you have members in our post, or you are the son or daughter of veterans, et cetera, if in some form or fashion you qualify for membership in the American Legion and you choose to join in some form or fashion, for the first year we kind of write off most of your scouting.
That's great.
In the 2nd year, there will be a subsidy, but it will be considerably lower because we can't give away the store every year.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
Well, the pack has to support itself too.
Right.
the
in
idea
some way,
is
shape,
get
or form.
everybody
Yeah.
in, and then we also need to do a lot of fundraising.
Yeah.
I mean,
How do you guys feel about popcorn?
I think it's tasty.
I think it's
Well, get rich to
okay.
eating some. You're gonna buy some.
Popcorn is something that we plan on selling. We plan on selling recipe books.
Okay. Well, usually the popcorn's like a
And-
national scouting thing.
Yeah.
I think you do that regardless. That's part
No,
of the
that's
program.
part of it. Yeah, we were talking to Matt about it last night. So we've got that. We got the recipe books and various other things that we have.
It'll just
in
really
the work.
depend on what the parents and kids are interested in doing for fundraising.
Okay.
So, I mean,
But the
if
Cub
they're
Scouts, this group, we plan on being a little bit more traditional.
Gotcha.
I mean, it is American Legion after all. We're kind of rigid in our ways. So we're going to try to get back to old time scouting, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But we plan on making it fun, too.
Sure.
So
Getting to the principles and core of what scouting
right,
is all
yeah,
about.
Americanism, the flag,
Yeah,
you
the
know.
12 points of the Scout Law, the Scout motto, the things that Scouts
our
live their
concern
motto by are
was-
very similar to American Legion.
our concern is that some of the scouting has kind of adrifted.
Yeah.
So we're trying to kind of pull back a little bit.
Okay.
So Matt was actually telling me something interesting last night about the scouting books. Obviously, they've changed over the years.
The handbooks,
Yeah, so if anyone has a handbook from like the 60s or 70s and you wouldn't mind sharing it with us, it'd be nice to have it just so that we could show the kids that there are other things out there besides
You know what you can
what's
do?
in the current handbook.
Make a trip over to Boy Scout headquarters. They keep
On
stuff like
Conquistador,
that laying around.
They
I bet
might,
they
yeah.
could borrow one because I was there when they did their Eagle dedication back in April.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting there and they had they had the handbook from when I was in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then they had earlier ones too and later ones. And I was kind of nosing through because I was like, oh, and I looked through my books like, yeah, I remember this one very well because that's the one and then I went and looked at older ones and stuff. So you know what? And I may even have one. I got one deep. I got a trunk of Boy Scout stuff buried in my garage, and I think I might have a couple not before my time Scout handbooks
I
too.
probably in my box I have all that stuff. I do know that I also have a box from Simeon. Simeon was down here.
And he was a little older, so he might have an even older handbook. You never know.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like 6 or 7 years older than me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I probably have all of his stuff too.
Maybe. Yeah.
Good
But
deal.
anyway, so yeah, the first meeting is going to be on Thursday at 6:00.
This upcoming Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
we're hitting the ground running.
Great.
6 o'clock.
I need to kind of back up a little bit to Memorial Day so that I can clear up some confusion. The American Legion is sponsoring 2 ceremonies on
Yes.
Monday,
The 30th.
the 30th. So 10 a.m. at Memory Lawn.
Yes.
And then we're going to turn around and do it again at 1 p.m. at South Park Cemetery.
Very good.
And I kind of need to make the asterisk that it is not at McBride.
Gotcha.
Right.
We are going back to the traditional spot, which is by the administration building where
Gotcha.
the flags are.
Okay. Again, at South Park there.
South
Yeah.
Park
Yeah.
Cemetery.
And then Memory Lawn. 10 a.m. at Memory Lawn.
is our first focus.
Yes.
Primary.
And then in the afternoon at 1 o'clock, it'll be the ceremony out at South Park Cemetery.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully there will be shade.
So
And then
it's
we'll
supposed to
need
be
to pick up
hot.
the flags.
yeah, it's gonna be like 102 or 104 or something.
Then we'll need to pick up the flags either late Monday night or Tuesday.
I'm thinking Tuesday morning because it's cooler then.
Yeah, another 7 a.m. jaunt might be a little bit
Right,
better for that
exactly.
one. So, but again, looking for volunteers to help with flags.
Yes.
9 a.m. Saturday out at Memory Lawn Cemetery.
Memory Lawn.
Yeah, not this Saturday. Next
Yeah,
Saturday.
we don't
the
need
28th.
we.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry,
The
I'm
American Legion does not need assistance putting flags out at South Park. That's being handled by a different group this year.
Gotcha. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, I think that's
If
the
you want
scouts are doing.
but
that,
if you
yeah.
want, well, they're going to do part of it.
Okay.
But if you want to help them,
They'll meet at 7.
They're meeting at 7.
Very
Right.
good. Excellent. So, that's another great way. Please come out to Memorial Day ceremony. If you can't make both, at least try to go to one of them. And if you can, definitely come out to help out with flags. We all have our. I said this earlier in the show, but we all got our 3-day weekend. We all love our barbecues and family and all that. But let's spend a few minutes of that weekend. At least observing the reason why we celebrate the weekend, and we do it to honor those that have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. So
Right.
if you can spend a few minutes on Saturday morning placing flag markers out at the grave sites, or come out to the services on Memorial Day here, either at 10 or at 1, I bring the family. I think it's great. That's why I love when the scouts are out here doing it, because it's having those kids putting the flags in, and they're seeing these names of these people. Some, there's 3,500 at South Park that go back to.
There's a lot of them out there.
and 200 plus at Memory Lawn. So
Yeah, and as far as the Cub Scouts are concerned, don't be concerned by the fact that you missed Monday's meeting. I mean, we'll be signing up kids all,
Yeah, you gotta make
all
it
year
this time.
long.
Scouting
This is an annual
yeah,
thing.
it's
a
so-
year-round.
but the
program.
plan is to meet on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very good.
if you go to roswelllegion.org, there is a page, if you click on the left side, for PAC 61, and then it'll give you the latest information.
Very cool. Good deal. So please come if you learn about. And I'll tell you this, as I was talking with Bobby Arnett in them last hour in scouting, I'm scouting. I owe much of what I am today because of my experiences in scouting as a kid. I joke, but it's not. I'm not joking. I'm serious. My first stripe from the United States Air Force, I got it because I'm an Eagle Scout. That was after I
Very
completed
cool.
basic training. I was in slick sleeve. I had a stripe, and it was because I'm an Eagle Scout. That's the only reason why.
And the
Very
next
cool.
big event is going to be June 18th. We're going to do a flag retirement over at Post 28.
Yes, American Legion Post 28, their facility there on was it
1620 North Montana.
Montana. I kept wanting to say Missouri.
No,
Montana.
yeah.
And come out
Bear in
there.
mind, for safety, we're trying to get the fire department out there to wet down the ground ahead of time because, of course, the fire danger is really high. So
Yeah.
Safety first.
Sure.
We're going to try to be as safe as possible.
And obviously, we'll do whatever the discretion of the fire department is
Yeah.
on that kind of stuff. Whatever they recommend is
But
what
if you
we'll
have
do.
any flags to retire, please bring them on down or bring them by our post or
And-
their post.
And if you'd like to see some of how the process of how a flag is retired,
Yes.
I invite you to come and hang out for a little bit. Now, if you don't have to, but in between now and then, if you'd like to drop off flags that need to be retired,
For
we'll
sure.
we'll take them off your hands.
Yeah,
But
you can drop them off at 200 North Pennsylvania, or you can drop them off at 1620 North Montana.
Either place.
Call us. We'll come get them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like Roswell is a sprawling metropolis.
Let us know
We
here at the
can
radio
go
station.
anywhere. Yeah.
If you let us know at the radio station, and I'll make sure it gets to the right hands.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
We'll
at all.
come to you if need be, and
Yeah.
we'll pick up your flag, especially if it's a rather large flag.
Yeah.
Now, I do know that we're planning on replacing the flag at Memory Lawn on Memorial Day.
Great.
We're going to put up a brand new 18 by 25,
Okay.
and then we're going to take the one down that's up there, and we're going to repair it
Okay.
so that we'll have a spare.
Nice. It's not ready to be retired, but it
Not
does
yet.
need some work on it.
Now, the plan is I'm going to hoist up a POWMIA flag as well. And unfortunately, it's only 3 by 5, so it can't
It's gonna
stay
look
up
cute up
there.
there.
Yeah, it'll be small, but it's just for Memorial Day. Physics intervenes and tells us that with a large 18 by 25 and a 3 by 5 flag on the same lanyard, it can be really difficult, especially in Roswell winds. So it
Sure.
will not be permanently up there, but it'll just be up there.
It'll be there
that
for the day. Yeah. Very good.
Yep.
Excellent. Another thing we want to talk about here is, in case people are watching the video here, they might see somebody hanging out over my shoulder. Here. You may have barely noticed.
Nice.
Well, I do realize that your boss is a big fiend for Trump stuff, so we
Yeah.
just brought that by temporarily so that.
But joking aside here, that you were talking about the bear program and things that we're doing.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about this and kind of what this represents.
Well, I don't know that this represents anything.
Well, I mean,
because-
it's a reminder for me, at least.
Oh,
I say
okay.
when I do it. I mean, we're having fun with the bear, but it in reality, there is a program we've got going on that we're working with our
3
law
out of
enforcement.
4 Thursdays every month, we are going to be making, aside from the Cult of Valor and
Yeah, we're still
other
working on the
projects
Cult
that
of
we're
Valor.
working on.
But the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 61 is working on a charity bear program.
Yeah.
And basically what that is we are hand making simple bears, stuffed bears, and we're going to donate.
Yeah, not
them.
as elaborate as this one.
No, not as elaborate as Trumpy. No, they're simple little bears. They're very cute, and we're using basically leftover materials that we've had from other projects.
Great.
So there's really not a whole lot of cost involved, which
Gotcha.
is nice. So the money that is sponsoring these bears can be also used to help kids in need.
Really, more keepsake item. I mean, the idea for them is to help kids during trouble situations,
Right.
but they're a bunch of handmade, homemade bears. I
Yes.
mean, it's kind of a family keepsake at this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
it's
not like
pretty
you
cool.
just go and pulling one out of that claw machine at the Pizza Hut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are not commercially made bears.
No.
These are made with love, handmade. Most of them are hand sewed. I mean, they use machine on some of it,
No.
but I mean, a lot of this stuff has to be assembled by hand.
Yeah.
The bellies and all that stuff, and they glue on pieces and.
Yeah, we use a fabric glue that holds
Oh,
it together
cool.
really well. And basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to provide kids that are in crisis. So when the
A
sheriff
distraction.
department rolls up on an accident or there's something going on at home or whatever,
Yeah.
they pull out these bears and give them to the kids to help keep them calm and give them some sort of comfort. And
Yeah.
that's our goal, is to provide Roswell
Exactly.
and
Just-
Chavez County
So
kids.
at some point, all of our law enforcement officers have 1 or 2 of these in the trunk
Right.
of their vehicles, so
Yeah,
that
would be the goal.
So when
Well, we're
they roll up
planning on
a
giving a
situation.
bunch of them. I'm not sure what the exact number. I do know that Reinecke sponsored 50 bears, but
Awesome.
I don't know that every one of those will go directly to Harrington. But
well, we want to give some to the police department too.
we gave the police
Yeah,
department.
you don't need all them bears.
Well, we gave the police department a bunch of stuffed animals
Cool.
a
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
ago.
A year or two, yeah.
But
So-
their supplies may be depleting. I don't know.
I hope
so.
not,
I don't
but
know.
it probably is.
Yeah,
yes.
it's one of those things. It's like
I would like to think that they would always have a full inventory, but
yeah,
Yeah.
the purpose of them is to be given
Sure.
out.
and I'm sure even NM State Police probably could use a couple for their.
Yeah, that's
That
probably true.
that's been bandied about. Yeah.
Yeah. So certainly, our maybe if we get to a point where we're able to give some to like Hagerman, Dexter, and all the other police departments.
Depends on
in
how many
Chaves
people
County.
want to sponsor and
Yeah,
how many
we
people
need
want to help. So
sponsors.
Yeah, more sponsors mean more bears, mean more sitting in squad cars
for
throughout Chaves County.
$10,
Exactly.
we even give you the right to name the bear.
There you go.
So
yeah,
There you go.
pretty cool. And we're also, in addition to the charity bears, we're hoping to do some fundraising, not only for the Scouts and Memory Lawn and all of those, but we also know that there are communities here in town that also need assistance, such as the Assurance Home and all of those as well. So,
Yeah.
yes, we give during the holidays, but keep in mind that people need help year round.
Yep.
So please don't hesitate to donate during summer months too.
And the summer months are the drier months.
Yes.
Believe it or not, one of your biggest resources for collecting donations is schools. Mm-hmm. When it comes to food, that's majority comes from schools. And
Yes.
so that supply dries up for these organizations. Blood donations, a lot of them come from schools.
Yes.
Even post-COVID and things. They're still so the numbers dry up during the summer months. Financial donations dry up because people, right now it's drying up because you're paying $5 for a gallon of gas and
Yeah, that doesn't help,
and
but-
$10 for a hamburger at a place. But normally during the summer months that too dries up because people are going on vacations and they just it's different time. They're not in their normal pattern, so they're not donating regularly and things
Right.
like that. So
And yes, the times are more difficult. So whereas you might have wanted to donate $20, maybe you can only donate $5. That
Yeah.
still makes a difference.
yeah, absolutely, every little bit.
and
helps.
please bear in mind, we take donations all year round. I mean, Crumlin gives us money for our scholarships, and Reinecke gives us money for this, that. And the
We've had
next
some
thing,
great
you know.
supporters over.
We really have.
Leprino just gave us, a bunch of money too. I mean, so we got a lot of cheese money.
Yeah.
But it helps that we
It's a lot of cheddar.
Helps that we know a
Nice.
guy there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as this American Legion Post Family 61 expands, we need money to help the community.
Absolutely.
So if you got a few bucks, I mean, I don't care if it's $1. Okay, we need some
Yeah.
we need some cash to.
Well, and before we know it, we'll be back out with the farmers market and stuff.
July
I was just
9th.
going to suggest
That'll
that.
be getting
yeah.
underway here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think in July they get underway officially.
Yeah,
don't
July 9th is the first official farmers market day. So if you guys would like to come out and say hi, and I haven't seen you all year, so
Yeah.
come out and say hey.
They? Yeah, American Legion Post 61 always has a presence out there. Usually if you get there early enough, there's some delicious baked goods. But you wait later in the day, they usually aren't around.
Yeah,
But,
you got to be quick. They go pretty fast.
But usually we also have some great keepsakes and things for folks to buy as well too. It was masks, but we don't need those so much now.
Thank
so.
goodness.
I have a couple left over.
Yeah, if you want one, I
keepsake.
think I do too.
But
but
we've
look
got
for-
bandanas. We've got
We're making all.
koozies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're doing pot holders and steering wheel covers.
Well,
over
we
time.
don't do
sure.
potholders anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
but
not
we
really
do
sure what
do
we're making this year.
Steering
But
wheel
Okay.
covers seem to be a big hit.
Whatever the ladies get motivated to make this year. That's kind
Well,
of
and men too.
And
And
men.
it looks like we may have a second male.
nice.
maybe we can
Auxiliary
convince him to
member.
join, yeah.
Well,
Nice.
he brought it up at the meeting on
Yeah, well, he's
Monday.
eligible for all 3 legs of the family.
Yes, he
so
is. That's kind of a distinction. Instead of a dual member, you're a tri-member.
Yeah, well, when you marry a veteran, that's
That's pretty
kind of
impressive,
puts you
yeah.
there,
If you had a
so.
motorcycle,
Yeah, if you are a veteran,
boy,
you marry
could
a
be
veteran.
Quad.
yeah, I could.
And
That's
that's
true.
not like a quadriplegic.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably you have to split yourself in 2. That's a lot of events to go to.
Yes,
That's
it
a lot
is.
of hats. But
There's a lot of hats
Well,
for sure.
I have so many hats.
You do have a
to
bevy of
I
hats.
can't even tell you.
it's like the rainbow coalition of hats that he has. There's yellow, white, red, blue.
No red
Well,
ones yet.
there's only 2 hats that I don't have, and I really don't want them. Is the red hat,
Yeah.
because that just kind of means you're, Uber everything. And there's a blue and white hat for the sons.
Okay.
But we don't have counties in New Mexico, so we're not eligible.
Well, we
for
have
that.
counties, but we don't have them in this
No,
Yeah, right.
structure.
no.
Yeah.
You live in one,
We
but yes,
only-
we have.
We only have 1,500 sons in the state of New Mexico,
Gotcha.
so you can't really divide.
It's
it
not
up.
enough to.
Well, we have 1,500 sons that are signed up for the Sons of the American Legion. I am sure there are many children of veterans out there that have not signed up yet.
Which means if you're interested in becoming a legionnaire or a son or an auxiliary member,
if you're
love to have you.
Yeah, if your dad or your grandfather served in the military, honor their service by joining.
Absolutely.
We'd love to have you participate, but you don't have to. We know you're all busy.
Well, we talked about money and things, but it also takes bodies for us to help do these things, to help work at the cemetery.
We could really use some more local members.
Or Memorial Day ceremonies or Veterans Day or any of some of our tentpole things that we do as part of American Legion. And certainly with scouting, we're going to, if we're looking for more den parents, we're looking for more scouts, volunteers, adult leaders to be a part of that as well, too. And so that you technically don't have to have any connection to American Legion. If you just have a passion for scouting, we'd love to have you part of that too.
For sure, definitely. One last thing before
what else we got?
Before we have
scholarships too. That's another thing we need.
Yeah, we have scholarships, but also the Friday before Memorial Day is known as National Poppy Day.
Okay.
And a couple of our auxiliary members will be out around town. So
with poppies?
Yeah. So if you happen to spot them, make a donation, grab a poppy.
Good day. Give them a buck or two, and they'll give you a poppy. Which, when we talk veterans and kind of symbolism and all that, there's a lot of meaning behind that.
Yeah.
So.
There's a poem called "In Flanders Field." If you get a chance, do a search on the internet for it. It's a pretty good poem.
Yeah.
And it kind of tells you about what the poppy is for and what it means.
Yeah. It's obviously military is steeped in tradition and steeped in that kind of thing, and the poppy, that it's all part of that. It's why a lot of veterans do what they do is because of some of the pageantry and part of the symbolism of a lot of that stuff, because they know what's important behind that. So that's why it's important to American Legion, important to veterans. So, but yes, if you'd like to that Friday before the Memorial Day weekend there, just be on are they going to be downtown walking around, or
I think they're probably going to be over at the Roswell Livestock.
Roswell Livestock Farm
out on
Supply.
2nd, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So swing on by there and get your poppy.
Yeah, she'll have the poppy flowers, the little crepe flowers, but she's also got some posters that are I think it's for the veteran, proud to be a veteran, lives here type thing. It's very cool.
So if you'd like to have some of that for your home or to display,
just put something to put in your window.
Yeah. Maybe put out during 4th of July if you got someone sensitive to fireworks, put that thing out and say, hey, don't be a jerk. Very cool. And then, of course, I mentioned scholarships here. American Legion Post 61 family have been for a while now offering some great scholarships for people that are that fall into the category of veterans or family members of veterans, and this is for secondary education, STEM related. Or all of
first
that,
responder.
or first responder. So, and it's to any
you
secondary
weren't at
school.
the meeting, so you don't know. But we changed the scholarship slightly to it's perpetual.
Okay.
So, in other words, we're not beholden to specific dates. We're going to be awarding these throughout the year, depending upon when we.
Gotcha.
How many we get in, we'll figure it out and put them in line, basically. So, and we changed the rules slightly too, so you can apply for additional funds every other year.
Oh, nice.
So
okay.
That means,
so you can reapply if you're still in school.
Yeah. If you got something in 21, you could reapply in 23.
I like it. That's great.
However, priority is given to new scholarships.
Gotcha. So if you got one once and there's someone waiting, you're going to have to wait a little longer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you're interested, I know, and this is kind of a popular time of year, people thinking about secondary education and paying for it and all that stuff. Please go to roswelllegion.org. You will see an application for the scholarships. It's on the right-hand side there. You can see all the requirements. You got an essay you got to fill out. And all of that.
It's a short essay.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that just because New Mexico went to free tuition doesn't mean that pays all your bills. You still got to buy books.
Yeah, this covers everything.
Equipment and all that stuff. The only thing we don't pay for is your party, and you're going to have to pay for that yourself.
You're on your own dime for your party.
Yeah.
But which you're in college, you can do it on the cheap. Trust me.
And it's not not just for high school seniors either. It's anybody who's going to college, to secondary school or tech school
trade
or
school
whatever.
or whatever. If you're going to anything that's first responder or STEM related, which is very broad.
Yeah.
That covers just about anything science
And it can
related.
be a second
Nurses,
career.
paramedics,
Sure,
firemen,
mechanics,
police
all of that.
officers.
If it involves science, math, or engineering,
yes,
it's qualifies. So
for sure.
or first responders. So absolutely. So please go to the website, fill out those applications.
I can't believe that you're going to leave money on the table. I mean, seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's free money.
It's called free money, and there's no strings attached to it.
If I was,
you don't have to pay it back.
Yeah. If I was a college kid going, I would apply for everything on the planet. Just throw them out there, and it's really just see when they stick.
Yeah.
And next
The
thing you
worst
know,
they can say is no.
yeah. And next thing you know, you may have got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, but you got a couple grand now that is going to pay for college that you didn't have before. So please go to RoswellLegion.org.
Believe
Research.
me, I can spend $2,500 on something fun.
Well, as I say, no one wants these. We can just turn that money around and put
That's
it
right.
towards memory lawn or something else. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. And funny as I've been telling people, I got all this money I can't give away. I got $11,500. Nobody wants it. And you know what? I still don't have any applications.
So please go to RoswellLegion.org, fill out an application. Let's go. Let's get you some money for college here. So
Yeah.
Anything else we need to mention, or do we get it all? I just saw the time.
That's all I can think of at the moment.
For the time allotted, that's about all we got. We don't have anything major coming up. We kind of try to take it a little slow on the summer. Most of the time, we're at Memory Lawn.
Convention
Usually
or
people
something, too.
people get summer plans, so a little
We got a
quieter.
convention into this next month, and then we've got national convention in August. So in the meantime, we try to do a little downtime.
Good deal. Well, excellent. Well, come on out again this Saturday, Memory Lawn, beginning at.
Not this Saturday.
Next Saturday. Sorry, I keep doing that.
It's this Thursday.
This
that
Thursday.
The scouts are meeting.
Yeah, the Scouts meeting this Thursday, Saturday before Memorial Day. Please come out to Memory Lawn beginning at 10 a.m.
9
a.m. for flag disbursement of the graves there. And then, of course, Memorial Day on Monday, come out for ceremonies at Memory Lawn at 10 a.m. and then at 1 p.m. out at South Park Cemetery.
Indeed.
Very good. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate
you.
it. It's pretty it. We'll see you next time here. Well, I'll see you
Okay.
sooner, probably. So.
Probably.
All right, 9:55. Quick